We spent a week at Sandals Royal Barbados, an all-inclusive luxury resort promising the ultimate Caribbean holiday. Stunning beach, rooftop infinity pool with ocean views, a private soaking tub on our balcony, 20 dining options, and even a bowling alley. But does it truly live up to its reputation? From beachfront cocktails to world-class cuisine and everything in between, I'll show you what it's really like to vacation here, so you can decide if it's worth the splurge. Here we go. Well, hello there, fellow travelers. Welcome back to the channel. You're joining me right here at the entrance of Sandals Royal Barbados, where we'll be spending the next 7 nights here. I'm so excited about this. Let's head inside and check in. If you are arriving directly from the airport, Sandals offers a complimentary transfer to the resort. However, we actually arrived in Barbados a couple of days earlier, so we took a cab to get here ourselves. There are actually 2 resorts here, Sandals Barbados and Sandals Royal Barbados, but they are fully interconnected, and guests can roam freely between the 2 and use facilities in either of them, including all the restaurants. We're staying at Sandals Royal Barbados, which is the newer resort out of the 2. There are all suites here, and they are either at club level or with butler service. Well, as we have booked a club level suite, we can check in here inside the Club Sandals lounge, where we'll be checking by a Club Sandals concierge. Club Sandals is basically a private lounge where they help you with things like booking dinner reservations or sorting out excursions. It's a nice little place to chill with comfortable seating, free drinks, and some light snacks. But while we're here, we ask them to book the dinner reservations for us. There are 20 dining menus here, and some of them are highly sought after, so it's recommended to make your reservation as early as possible. Right, we have dealt with the check-in formalities, but since we got here rather early, our room is not ready yet. And we have got a few hours, so next we are gonna get some lunch. I think we're gonna go to Neptunes. Oh, I'm so looking forward to this lunch. We have been staying in a very basic hotel by Carlisle Bay, and it was great for the beach and everything, but there are very few restaurants around, so we have not been eating well. So we're really looking forward to this lunch now. For today's lunch, we are trying out Neptunes, which has this amazing beachfront vibe. Well, we've got one of our favorite beverages to start with, Aperol Spritz. Cheers! For lunch, there's a good range of items to choose from, including quesadilla, burger, wraps, pasta, bruschetta, and salad. So we actually ordered a couple of starters to start with as well. For me, I've gone for the shrimp bruschetta. Really good looking here. Whereas Steve has gone for the Caesar salad.
Wow.
So this is my island fried chicken. Have you tried? Really nice.
Well, my grilled mahi-mahi is here as well now. Let's try it out. Oh wow, it's really good. While we were having lunch, the sky opened up. There was this crazy thunderstorm with heavy rain. We waited at our table until the rain eased up. We then decided to check out the bowling alley, Lover's Lane. Unfortunately, it was out of action. They were waiting for engineers and replacement parts. Fingers crossed that they would get it fixed before we left. We headed back to the club lounge and were happy to learn that our room was finally ready. Right, our room is now ready. Let's go check it out. We booked a room in the category known as South Seas Club Level Junior Palm Suite with outdoor tranquility soaking tub. Well, here it is. It's 9227. It's on the 2nd floor of this building. Let's head inside. Oh Oh, wow. Well, first up, we've got this massive king-size bed that just screams comfort. And it's actually hard not to dive right in. Over here, there's a large flat-screen TV, perfect for a lazy night in. But there's so many things to do at Sandals and so many restaurants to try out that I don't ever remember actually switching the TV on at all the previous Sandals that we've stayed at. There's also a sitting area with a couch. Over here, we've got a closet. It's not huge, but it should do the job. And in here, there is also a safe. And over here, you'll find a couple of umbrellas will be very useful in Barbados. Now, normally, you don't want to touch anything in the mini fridge, but at Sandals, all of these are included. And when you have consumed them, you can request them to be replaced too. The mini bar is stocked with sodas, juices, water, local beer, and Robert Mondavi wine. As we stay in a club room, there is also sparkling wine, as well as a variety of spirits. Next, we're gonna check out the bathroom. It features a double basin vanity with a backlit mirror. It looks really stylish indeed. Then, there is this walk-in shower. With Barbados humidity, you'll be taking multiple showers a day, so having a great shower like this is definitely appreciated. The toilet is separate from the rest of the bathroom, so it provides a little bit of extra privacy. Well, and of course, you are provided with complimentary Red Link Spa toiletries. Usually they smell really nice. It's fragrant. Now let's talk about the best part, the balcony. This place has a soaking tub built for two right over there. I mean, this is going to be perfect for winding down in the evenings. With the soaking tub, they don't provide bath salts, so if you enjoy a relaxing soak, be sure to pack some of your favorites. After touring the room, it's time to check out the pools at the resort. The closest one to us was the South Seas pool. We didn't use it much because the swim-up bar was under renovation during our stay. But it's since reopened, so that's good news. Next up is the rooftop infinity pool on top of the Wahoo building, right next to the La Parisienne restaurant. It's a small pool, but the views are absolutely stunning, overlooking the resort and the beach. This spot feels more like a social hangout where you can sip drinks, mingle, and enjoy the sunset. It's definitely worth checking it out on a nice sunny late afternoon. From here, you can spot the main infinity pool down at the Royal Seaside Village below. We spent quite a bit of our time at this pool area. It has the liveliest atmosphere, although compared to previous Sandals days, it felt a bit more subdued, probably due to reduced entertainment staffing. For example, they no longer do the foam party, which was always a fun event. If you're after something more peaceful, there's a quiet pool next to Heart and Soul, which is a juice bar and deli serving delicious lunches and refreshing smoothies. Since this area is tucked away, it's less crowded, and we enjoyed sunbathing and relaxing here a few times. Finally, we also spent time at the oceanfront main pool on the Sandals Barbados side. This pool features a swim-up bar, and I have fun playing board games here too. It's conveniently located near two casual eateries, Marina's Seaside Grill and Dino's Pizzeria. While the food at these two venues isn't exactly memorable, they're perfect for a quick laid-back lunch when you don't feel like drying off or dressing up. With the pools explored, let's now head down to the beach. Wow, from this picture, you've got to say the beach at Sandals looks really lovely, with golden sand and turquoise waters. But its location on Barbados' southern coast means rougher seas. The island's best beaches are on the calm west coast, while the east coast, facing the Atlantic, is ideal for surfing. The Sandals Resort is located on the south coast, where the calm Caribbean Sea has given way to the rough Atlantic waters. As a result, we had rough sea conditions throughout our stay. While playing in the surf can be fun, the rough waters meant many signature water activities like snorkeling, hobbycat sailing, and kayaking were unavailable. The resort hoisted the red flag daily on the beach, and justifiably so due to the choppy seas. However, this was the first Sandals resort where we couldn't sail at all, which felt like a major disappointment. Their brochure never mentioned about this, and if I had known, I would most likely have chosen another resort. However, Sandals does offer popular off-site snorkeling trips. Be sure to reserve your spots as soon as you arrive to avoid missing out, as they're very popular. Now, let's take you along on one of these trips, where they will transfer you to the Aqua Center in Bridgetown for a snorkeling excursion at Carlisle Bay Marine Park. The snorkeling adventure started off from the lobby of the resort. We boarded the shuttle, and 30 minutes later, we arrived at Sandals Aqua Center in Bridgetown. So we're in the Aqua Center of Sandals now. Try on flippers. We got fitted with snorkeling fins, and afterwards it was time to head out to the pier and board the boat.
Oh, we're off to a great start. I saw turtles, sea turtles, before we even got on the boat. Today is a beautiful day, perfect condition for this snorkeling trip.
As we cruised out of the marina, we passed the cruise terminal. On that day, I spotted a few impressive ships like MSC Explorer 1, MSC Magnifica, and Royal Caribbean's Rhapsody of the Seas. That was a fun bonus before the real adventure began. After about 15 minutes, we reached Carlisle Bay, a calm lagoon-like area perfect for snorkeling. Just 200 meters from the beach, you will find 6 shipwrecks scattered across the seabed at this designated marine park. During this snorkeling trip, we'll be visiting 2 wreck sites. The excursion is guided, and our guide led us to the first wreck, which I think is the Berwin. It's shallow enough that you can clearly see it from the surface, which was really cool. There were so many fish swimming around, and the water was really warm. I was definitely enjoying it. Next, we swam over to the Bargain Queen, the biggest of the wrecks at over 36 meters long. It was seriously impressive. It felt surreal exploring a shipwreck while snorkeling, something that is usually reserved for deeper dives. We visited during mid-November, and it could be quite windy. Trips had been cancelled earlier in the week due to rough sea conditions. We were lucky to catch a clear day, though visibility was still slightly reduced. If you can, book the morning session for calmer waters and better visibility before the afternoon winds pick up. Now, beside the shipwrecks, one of the main draws of this snorkeling trip was spotting sea turtles. Our guide soon located one and pointed them out. Seeing these majestic creatures in their natural habitat was an unforgettable experience. The whole tour was pretty active. After exploring the 2 wrecks, we were definitely feeling it. By the time we headed back to the boat, we were ready to relax. The boat brought us back to the Aqua Center, where a shuttle was waiting to take us back to the resort. For me, personally, this was definitely one of the highlights of our stay at Sandals Royal Barbados. It's also worth mentioning that Sandals is an amazing choice for scuba divers. If you're certified, scuba diving is completely included. There's no extra cost for dives, tanks, and guides. You can dive up to twice a day almost every day, exploring incredible reefs, shipwrecks, and marine life. Now, back at the resort, you might be wondering, what if the weather isn't great? Luckily, Sandals has a few fun rainy day activities to keep you entertained. One of the highlights is Lover's Lane, the only bowling alley across all Sandals resorts. Early in the video, you may recall that it was out of order, but luckily it eventually got fixed. Steve and I really enjoyed this facility. The electronic scoreboard was still broken, so we had to keep track of our scores the old-fashioned way, on paper. If you're into fitness, there's also the fitness center. Compared to gyms at other Sandals resorts, this one felt a bit limited with fewer machines and less space. It's fine for a quick workout, but it may fall short if you're used to a more comprehensive fitness routine. And for ultimate relaxation, there's the Red Link Spa. They've got a full menu of treatments, massages, facials, and wellness-focused therapies. So something to consider if you want to add that extra touch of pampering to your vacation. Next, let's talk about the entertainment, which is where things felt a bit underwhelming. At previous Sandals resorts, there were shows almost every night with dedicated entertainment teams. Here, it was scaled back significantly. Most evenings, there would be singers or bands brought in from outside. Very talented, but it felt like very low production value. One night, they hosted a fire show and limbo performance outdoors, which was great, but again, it was done using outside performers. They also held a silent disco one evening. While the concept was fun, the atmosphere fell flat without dedicated dance staff to energize the crowd and lead the dancers. On the bright side, karaoke night was a blast, and I thoroughly enjoyed taking part. And in your eyes, you're holding mine. Baby, I'm dancing in the dark. Overall, it's clear that Sandals has been cutting costs, and the entertainment program here was noticeably gutted compared to previous stays. It's easily the weakest I've ever experienced at Sandals so far. When it comes to food, Sandals is really unique as far as all-inclusive resorts are concerned. Instead of just a buffet restaurant and an a la carte restaurant, Sandals features many different restaurants, all included of course. If the resorts here are like a cruise ship, then it will be like they have many specialty dining restaurants, and all of them are included with no extra charge. This means that every day you can eat at a different restaurant, trying out different cuisine at every meal. Between Sandals Royal Barbados and Sandals Barbados, you've got a combined 21 dining venues to choose from. Even when you stay here for a whole week, you might not get to try them all out. In fact, with so many dining options, I have posted another video where we explored all the restaurants in these two resorts. So if you want to find out about the restaurants here, check it out after this video. If you've been enjoying this video, please give it a big thumbs up. It really means a lot. And if you would like to see more travel contents like this, then please consider subscribing. Is this place worth splurging out? I feel this place is really targeted towards honeymooners who are after a relaxing and romantic holiday. The food at this resort has been really good, and the beach is beautiful. However, if you normally come to Sandals because you enjoy its water sport facilities and entertainment, then I actually don't recommend this property. I'm putting together another video to explain why I actually don't fancy returning to this resort, and it will be here when I've posted it. Alternatively, check out this other video where I show you all the restaurants at this resort. Either way, I'll see you over there. Ciao.